Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I'm sorry about my absence. I've been moving house and I've had no internet. The light isn't perfect either. I'm trying to organise my new working place, so please bear with me, Virgo. You've got a really interesting tarot reading here. Before I start, you're about my sixth reading, and every sign's got a very loads of majors, quite profound transformation going on. Okay, now your reading is absolutely outstanding, Virgo. Something's been born, something's been created, but with it is coming great change. Okay, so I guess that's the same as everything. If you have to move house, you have to leave the old behind. So there's something new happening here. You've got the Ace of Discs, the Ten of Discs, the Milk and Honey card, the Three of Wands, the King of Wands. So really expansive energy. And you've also got the Death card, the Tower card, and the Moon card. I think some Virgos are definitely moving house. You're definitely relocating here. Okay, it's not going to be for everyone, but that is classic relocation. It's classic also changing job, changing career, making a decision to walk away from something that hasn't been satisfying and to begin something new. I think for most Virgos this is a hugely positive move, and the cards show that. Milk and honey is what everyone wants, isn't it? It's that sweet spot in life, all that goodness. And see, sometimes to get to that goodness, we need to let the old crumble and we need to let the old fall down. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Tower card. And the Tower card is coming up quite a lot. And I think just about everyone has pulled the Tower card. The Tower card at the moment, it changes, and it changes as the energies change. It's about receiving spiritual help. So that spiritual help might come in the form of finances, a new home, a new business, a new relationship. Well, I can't see a relationship here. For you, Virgo, it's particularly financial and practical. Work, housing, finances. So the Tower's at the bottom of the deck and the Moon is the crowning card. So the Moon might say there's a little bit of uncertainty, there's a little bit of fear about making this next move. That's just really common, okay? All change comes with some fear, and it always comes with a journey into the underworld and a journey into the unknown, because we go through the night time and then we move into the daytime of sunshine. So there's definitely change going on for you, and news coming quite rapidly. Knight of Swords, quite rapid change here, Virgo. I pulled these cards last month and I moved house in really short notice. Okay, that's a classic example. So it might be moving house, it's news about a new job. It's definitely financial, because you start with the Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift of money, a new job, a new business, and it's with the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, sorry about the light, guys, I'm really trying my best. The King of Swords is one of the air signs, male or female. He can be, this can represent either you going for an interview, it can be about a boss, it can be about signing legal documents. The King of Swords has got so many meanings, yeah? In his ultimate meaning, he'd be someone who's got mastery of his thinking process, okay? He's a king, he's no longer dominated by fear or dominated by his mind. He sits in his own throne. But I think for this reading, this might be about going for an interview, signing documents, something official, because right next to it comes a beautiful Ten of Discs. Oh, I'm so sorry about the light, guys. See it? So the tens are the most spiritual in the card, in all the decks, because they represent sharing. Okay, so think about some of the other cards, like the Four of Discs. It's about me and mine. The tens are about sharing with other people. It generally represents your tribe, your family, your group of friends, whatever it means to you. But it's about having enough to share. So you're wide open, your heart's open, and you're sharing. Now it comes with a death card. So this can definitely be something is so deeply transforming here. I think some Virgos are definitely getting a new job, leaving the old one behind. Because as we move forward and evolve, evolution is letting go. Yeah. We can't create anything unless we let go of the old. And this is what this reading is about. Some of you are relocating. Some of you are building a new business. Some of you are getting a new job. I have got no idea. Very exciting, because next is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is also an ending card. It's about feeling unsatisfied with what life presented you and wanting that something more, something richer, something deeper. And interestingly, it comes with a Hierophant. So the Hierophant can represent external authority. I don't tend to read it that way, but it might be for some Virgos, okay? Because you've got the King of Swords. The Hierophant to me is about your inner, to your own self be true, okay? Because we're getting to that day and age, Virgo, where most of us realise the divine is within us. So the Hierophant is about, with the Eight of Cups, is about that search for something more, something that satisfies you at a deeper level. It can be about a spiritual teacher, or it's about becoming a spiritual teacher. Yeah, because we're all teachers. We teach by our life, you know, how we live our life is how we teach. You then end with the Three of Wands. The threes are always great expansive energies, as most of you know. There might be a tiny bit of waiting. Sometimes this is waiting for your ships to come in, but you know they're coming in. But whatever it is, it's hugely expansive energy, and it's with the King of Wands. So you begin with a king, and you end with a king. So the King of Wands, one of the fire signs, stereotypically, but we all have fire within us, don't we? We all have that desire to actualize our life potential, to actualize our destiny. Our destiny is already imprinted in our spinal column. We're always just waiting for the right conditions to grow, to develop, to become everything we were always meant to. So that's so you might be spending time with this fire king. Oh, this might just be about you, Virgo. There's something huge going on here for some of you, and it's very, very exciting. It's definitely about birthing something new. And I would say particularly financially, particularly the foundation of your life. And as we create something new, the other side of it is always walking away from what was. And that seems to be what's happening here. It's almost like you're revolutionizing your life to make it more aligned with your passion, more aligned with your heart, with your desire nature, which is the Wands. So incredible news. And with this Knight of Swords, I've got a feeling the news might come quite suddenly, and it might come quite rapidly, because that's what the Tower represents. It's about receiving spiritual help, but it's almost sometimes with these cards, it can happen just like that. And There's a part of you that's thinking, how did that happen? I wasn't looking. But deep within us, we're always looking to become more of who we truly are. And that is exactly what this reading's about. Hugely, hugely exciting. I really, really do. I think it might be quite tiring. It might be quite, oh my gosh, how did this happen? But, and because of that, there might be a little bit of uncertainty. The Moon card, going into the underworld, not knowing what comes next. Try not give in to fear. Try and feel full of passion, and it's going to be an absolutely fascinating week, Virgo. Okay, I wish you well. Bye.